First of all, why did they decide to go with John Fox?
Well, Jamie, you know, team chairman George McCaskey, team president Ted Phillips, and general manager Ryan Pace, they've all talked quite a bit lately about wanting the Bears to return to their identity as this rough, hard-nosed football, this physical team. So that's what this is all about, because John Fox gives the Chicago Bears the best opportunity to do that, to return to that identity quickly, because he's demonstrated the ability in Carolina and in Denver to successfully preside over those rebuilding projects. So, you know, he'll bring the franchise some stability. I mean, look at what he did in Denver. 4-12 the year before he came. Next thing you know, he leads them to 4 division titles, 4 playoff appearances, and 1 Super Bowl appearance. Same thing in Carolina. You know, they were 1-15 the year before he took over. 2 years later, he's got them playing in the Super Bowl. So that track record is definitely going to gain him some credibility in that locker room. And that's kind of what the Bears need. They need a tough, brutally honest coach, because the Bears obviously have some locker room issues that they need to sort out.
And you mentioned it, you know, this is their identity as a city, really. They are a defensive football team. What do you expect the fan reaction to be there in Chicago?
Oh, they're going to love it. I mean, you got to look at my Twitter timeline right now. It's about to blow up. I mean, you're right. I mean, Chicago is a blue-collar city, and you know, it's all about being tough, physical, and, you know, especially like with the conditions out here at the end of the season when you start to make that playoff push, you know, it's cold. The conditions are brutal. So when you've got a team that plays that physical brand of ball, that gives you the best chance of winning, and that's what the fans out here absolutely love. So I would guess that I'd say about 90% of the fans out here are probably absolutely thrilled about this hire.
So you've got a defensive guy, but one of the big questions on this team is on offense, and that is Jay Cutler. What do you think this hiring might mean for Cutler's future in Chicago?
Well, I'll guarantee you, Jamie, that's a question that several people at Hallis Hall are probably going to be pondering over the next several days. Because, you know, when Ryan Pace took over as GM, he said that hiring the head coach was his first priority. So now that he's got that out of the way, the plan now is to sit down with Jay Cutler to see if he can get a chance to get to know the quarterback. Pace said that before he makes any decisions regarding Cutler's future, that he wants to get that chance to sit down with him, because he said that evaluating a quarterback is a lot more than just what you see on the tape. So as it stands right now, Cutler's got $15.5 million fully guaranteed for 2015. And if he's still on the roster on March 12th, another $10 million kicks in, and that's fully guaranteed. So the Bears need to figure out what they're going to do with Cutler pretty quickly. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears decide to stick with Cutler, because truth be told, they can win with him. They've just got to change up the offensive philosophy and take the ball out of his hands and feature more of a ground attack.
Are you hearing anything from players yet, or maybe what a coaching staff might look like? I know it's pretty early.
Yes, it's very early, but, you know, Adam Gase might be a guy in line for the offensive coordinator position. And, you know, right now that there are still several former Bears coaches that were on Mark Trestman's staff that have not been told their fates just yet. So some of those guys might end up interviewing with John Fox, and there's a chance that he can keep one or two of those guys. But for right now, everything is very fluid. Everything is just kind of starting to turn. And so here in the next, I would say in the next hour or so, we'll be hearing a lot more about what the plan is moving forward.